you know, the new GX is out, and of course that itch is there. I feel like scratching that itch, and the itch is upgrading to a newer vehicle. Hey everyone, so I thought I'd make a video because the new 2024 GX 550 just came out, or at least it got revealed. It didn't come out yet, but it got revealed yesterday. Now, just want to share my thoughts on it because I'm a GX owner. I own a 2017 Lexus GX 460 Premium, and I love it. I absolutely love this truck. And if you remember my last video I made on this GX, on my GX, was totally about considering to sell it possibly because the 2023 Sequoia had come out. I was at that time looking for a 2017 plus Lexus LX 570 or a 2016 plus Toyota Land Cruiser 200 series. But I don't know, I at that time I had about, I don't know, 45,000 miles on it. I have, what do I have right now on this? I have about 57,000 miles, just over 57,000 miles on it. And I haven't really modified this truck. I haven't really done anything to it other than the dealer installed accessories like the crawl control and the multi-terrain select that I retrofitted on here, the tow hitch, the OEM tow hitch, and the crossbars. And I think that's all the upgrades that I've done. I'm trying to remember if I did anything else. I don't think I've done anything. So yeah, that's about it. And those are all OEM, all from Lexus, the Lexus dealership. There was no aftermarket mods on this. So I thought, you know what? I thought, I haven't really modified this. This vehicle is capable of so much. I hadn't tried the multi-terrain select, crawl control, or anything like that. So why do I want to sell it? I mean, yes, I wanted the 5.7 liter V8. I wanted the Land Cruiser. I mean, this is a Land Cruiser Prado worldwide, but I wanted the actual Land Cruiser 200 Heritage, not the Heritage Edition, but just, you know, having a Land Cruiser. I couldn't justify spending the extra $30,000 I'd need to spend on top of the profit I make from this vehicle if I sold it. And at that point, I could have got maybe in the mid 40,000 range. Now I'll probably barely get 40,000 for it, maybe high 30s. So I don't think it's worth selling. Especially the miles are relatively low. So why am I telling you that is because, you know, the new GX is out, and of course that itch is there. I feel like scratching that itch, and the itch is upgrading to a newer vehicle. Oh, I do want to add that I also contemplated getting the 2022-2023 model because it had Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and it had the new LED lights. And I mean, I could possibly retrofit the lights in the bumper. I just don't want to preserve the this Predator Grille edition, the 2014 to 2019. But I could have got that. But the dash is really, you know, clean. It's got a it's got a clean look to it. It's got the big 10-inch display. I was like, you know what, and I mean, I've got Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, I've installed the Grom Audio, and it works like 70 to 80% of the time, but it's not 100%, and my wife and I are kind of annoyed that it doesn't work all the time. But again, to sell this and buy that, it's another $30,000 jump. For Apple CarPlay, I don't think so. Plus, I already talked about this, I think the 2014 to 2019 has nicer wood and a nicer leather wrap baseball kind of stitching gear shifter, and it kind of got those out of the RX, I believe. So the 2020 plus models of the GX. So I decided to keep it. Long story short, I decided to keep it. Well, it's not short. I actually just went through the whole story, but I decided to keep it. Okay, so now the GX 550 is revealed. What do I think about it? I actually went in thinking I wouldn't like it because I'm not usually a fan of newer vehicles. I kind of cherish the past, I guess. Not that I live in the past, but I kind of cherish the past. So I figured they'd drop the V8. I didn't want to lose the V8. But yeah, even before that, my outlook is all the newer vehicles are always going to be more refined, more, I don't know, electrified and all these kind of things. And I just wanted a raw vehicle. Now, I do like refined for an SUV, but so my Corvette was another one. I could have bought the C8 Corvette, but I bought a C7 Z06 because I wanted a manual transmission. I wanted the raw, visceral kind of feeling of a sports car. I didn't want the refined automatic. I don't care. DCT to me is an automatic. So I didn't want that. So I was like, okay, so what are they going to do? They're going to go V6, twin turbo, possibly hybrid. I mean, we know now those are coming. I believe, I mean, the twin turbo V6 is here and the hybrid is, I've heard it's coming too. But at that time I didn't know, and I was like, okay, it's gonna be V6 and I'm gonna lose the V8, and I don't know, it's not gonna look as good. I love the look of this boxy look. I mean, it is a Toyota Land Cruiser Prado in a suit. I think I like it. I love the refined leather, and I love it. So, man, when I saw it, the new GX, I was pleasantly surprised. I didn't expect that. It looks so rugged. It looks so awesome. I didn't want to buy the LX 600 because, I don't know, I figured the Land Cruiser 300, I would purchase that if that was offered here in the US. But since it's not, I was like, well, what should I get? That's why I was looking at the Sequoia TRD Pro, because it's a rugged vehicle. But I didn't want the part-time four-wheel drive. I love the fact that this is full-time four-wheel drive. And now the Lexus GX is here. It looks awesome. I don't know if it offers KDSS like it does on every version. I know there's an eKDSS. It's on the Overtrail trim. I think that's what it's called, the eKDSS. But I hope it's going to be offered, because okay, let me get to how I would spec out my GX 550. So, do I want it? Yes, I actually want the GX 550. After looking at it, I even showed my wife, and my wife, who drives this, she's not really a car person, but she's like, man, that looks so good. She's like, I would love to have that. So, so the thing is, it's great. I love the look of it. The interior is fantastic. The new, I don't know how big it is, 14-inch or whatnot. I don't know how, actually I can't say 14-inch. I don't know how big it is, but it's a nice integrated LCD screen or whatnot, the touch screen. It's the infotainment. It's really awesome. The seats are great. I love the Overtrail edition or that trim. I love the earth trim, or earth color they call it, the sand beige looking one. It looks great. So I love everything about it. Now, the V6, yes, I'm gonna miss the V8. I love the V8. I love my V8s. I have a supercharged 6.2 liter V8 in my Corvette Z06. I love the 4.6 liter tried and true, proven solid V8 here, and the 6-speed manual, that'd be nice. 6-speed automatic, tried and true transmission. Love it. The reliability of these trucks, if maintained well, they can go 300 to 400,000 miles or more, right? So that's what I want. I mean, at 57,000 and change miles, it's flawless. Like, this is awesome. I would imagine at 257,000 miles, it'd be flawless too. So, I mean, maybe a few things here and there, but overall, I'm sure it'll be amazing, the reliability. So I was wondering what this V6 is now. It's been there for a year or two maybe, since it was first introduced in the Tundra. It's in the Sequoia. Sequoia is a hybrid, but it's in the Sequoia as well. It's in the Land Cruiser 300 and the Lexus LX 600. So it's in several Toyota Lexus trucks and SUVs. So what I want to do, if I want to purchase this, is I would wait about 3 to 5 years. I would say closer to the 5-year mark. I'm gonna wait it out because I want to see how the reliability is. That's the first thing. So okay, let me go back to my original point. Yes, I would buy it. I would buy it because it looks awesome. Yes, it's not a V8. That kind of sucks. But the V6 twin turbo makes, I think it's like 349 horsepower. I have to look at the exact numbers, and some high 400. 480, 460, some high 400 foot-pounds of torque. It's got power, more than this V8, which has only 301 horsepower and 329 foot-pounds of torque. It's more powerful. It's got the 10-speed auto. The fuel economy is only marginally better than this. That's fine, but I understand it is wider and longer wheelbase. It's a bigger truck. So I don't expect that much more fuel economy. It's also taking premium fuel. So what I want to see is, in the next, say, closer to 5 years, I want to see how the reliability is. I mean, definitely, I'm not a first adopter. I don't like to buy the first model. I'd like to wait for the refresh. So by then, hopefully there'll be a refresh. I mean, if you look at the this generation of the Prado 150, so this generation of the GX that came out in 2010, the refresh happened, the first refresh happened in 2014, so 4 years after. Then the second refresh happened in 2020, so 10 years after. And then the third refresh, or like, I guess when they added Apple CarPlay, it all happened 2022, so 12 years after. So I would probably get it after the 5-year mark, just to wait for the first refresh or the second refresh, because by then we might get good data on, hold on, I gotta merge here. Love this V8. Woo! I mean, it's not fast, but it just sounds cool. It's got that burly growl to it. Yeah, it's like 0 to 60 in like 7.2 seconds, something. But I mean, it's such a smooth linear powertrain, especially off-road. I still have to take this off-road, but I've heard off-road it's amazing too. So, and I don't doubt it. So on-road, it's great. All right, I want to come back to my conversation on the GX 550. At the 5-year mark, I think that there would be good data on long-term reliability. Hopefully people would have taken it over the 100,000, 200,000, hopefully 300,000 mile range. We'll see. And I want to see how what the repairs are like. And no, Toyota and Lexus are, you know, they build reliable products. That's part of what they do. But I'm not too worried, but I still want to see what the data is. And also the 10-speed automatic. I want to see how that fares as well. Oh, and I'm also going to miss the barn door. I know people, that's a controversial item where some people love it, some people don't. I love it. I think it's great because you can put a spare tire on the back, right? With the new one, yes, I'm happy that I can actually finally get an auto up lift gate, and even you can like put your foot underneath, or that's an option, and you can lift it. That's really cool. For the first time a GX is offered, I believe that's the first time. But I mean, you can't put a spare tire on the back anymore. So, well, I guess you could if you have some rear bumper attachments, and I'm sure the aftermarket will. No, I can't say will, but hopefully the aftermarket will add that. But I'm a person where I like to have things stop. Now, how would I spec it out? I like the Overtrail is nice, but I'm a person that likes luxury and off-road prowess, which is why I like the GX. Because it's comfortable off-road and on-road. So what I would do is, I'm hoping, I love the Overtrail edition, but the problem I'm seeing with the Overtrail edition is it doesn't have a third row. And I get that for enthusiasts who want to just put a fridge or something back there, build out their overland rig. I get it. But for me, I like the third row because I mean, though, just for my family, my wife and 2 kids, and when my parents come visit or we have visitors, we like to throw up the third row. The kids can go back there. We have a bench seat up here, the second row. So it works out. I don't want to necessarily lose that. So I'm thinking there's also like Overtrail Plus, I've heard, and a Luxury Plus. So I don't know what that pricing would be. I'll come to that in a bit. But I would probably want, again, this is another reason of waiting that 5 years. Maybe they'll introduce more trims, or maybe they'll add the third row to the Overtrail. I don't know. So what I want to do is I want to buy the most luxurious off-road trim there is. So if that's a mixture of the Overtrail and the luxury, I'd do it, because I want, and I also don't like dark interiors. This is why I like the Crew, the light interior here. I love the sand color, so I'll probably get a sand color, or the earth color is what they call it, and then the tan or beige interior inside for the leather, and then just soup it up, deck it out with all the options I can, because I like to keep my vehicles for a long time. So in 5 years, I would have owned this vehicle 8 years. So that's a long time. So or at least 7 years and a few months. That's how I would spec out my GX 550. Hopefully there's like a luxury over trail edition. That would be cool. I want the third row. I want all the luxuries of the luxury version. And yeah, and let's see how it works out. And I also, because I love the 33s and the trail, what do you call it, all-terrain tires. I won't be lifting it, obviously. I do wish it would come with the hydraulic lift, not the airbags, but the hydraulic lift system. I think it's called AHS or Active High, or AHC, Active High Control, that the Land Cruiser and the Lexus LX have. I would love if the GX has that, because then, not the airbags, but then the, the hydraulic system, then I wouldn't have to get a lift, because I wouldn't want to avoid the warranty or anything if I buy it brand new, or just, ride it out, the warranty and everything. Maybe after warranty I'll probably lift it, but I mean, for those 5 years or whatnot of warranty, I don't know how many years, I'll probably get the extended warranty. I want to keep it stock, so, and I want to go off-road. So yeah, so I hopefully, this is how I would spec up my GX 550. Again, just to sum it up, I'm waiting to see the reliability of the V6 twin turbo. I would not get the hybrid because, again, I don't want extra complexity, and the hybrid really doesn't add, as far as the Sequoia I'm basing it off of, doesn't really add more fuel mileage, but it just adds more power. So I mean, the base power is totally fine to me, or whatever the current twin turbo system. So I want to see the reliability of the twin turbo engine and the reliability of the 10-speed transmission, so powertrain reliability, and also I want the KDSS, or EKDSS if that's what it is, but I would love to have that also. The trim that I get, I want to see I want to see more options as the first or second refresh of the GX 550 come around. So that's what I'm kind of waiting for, and to see how people like it. Yeah, so I decided that unless something even more awesome comes out than the GX 550 in the next 5 years, when I want to straight or get a new SUV, looks like the GX 550 is on my shopping list for that. I'm just waiting to see how, again, the reliability and the options pan out for what I want, for my luxury off-roader. I say luxury in quote because it's still a cool off-roader with luxury bits on it. But yeah, so Lexus, awesome job. I'm sad about the V8, but if the V6 twin turbo, sounds cool, and obviously the power is great, and the fuel economy is a little better anyway. So yeah, I'm okay with dropping to the V6. Totally excited. Again, congrats Lexus on a wonderful job releasing the GX 550. I'm totally waiting to buy one, but until then, I'm going to upgrade my GX. Now I'm going to do a lot of cool things to GX. I'm going to upload it to the channel when I do it. I've been talking about this since I bought it, almost 2 years ago, or just over 2 years ago, and now I'm finally going to upgrade it. I'm going to put a 2.5 to 3 inch lift, probably around the 2.5 lift. I'm going to put all-terrain tires, bigger tires. I'm gonna put 285 70/17s, and then I'm gonna get like I said, the tire carrier on the back, the ladder, so I can reach up and I'm gonna get I have the crossbar, so I'm gonna get like a cargo box on top, so the ladder is gonna help me get up there. I think that's it. Oh yeah, some ditch lights, and yeah, that's it. And this thing is more than capable to go off-road. So, and then I'm gonna hit some trails. Woo! Praise God. Hallelujah. Thank you, Jesus. I'm so blessed with this car. Everybody that has a GX, I'm sure you all bought it because you know its capabilities. It's luxurious. It's off-road worthy. It's reliable. It's what's it called? It's dependable. Yeah. And it's fun to drive. I've taken now. I'm not comparing it to a sports car, definitely not to my Corvette Z06, but I've taken it on some curvy mountain roads up here when I'm going from Palm Springs to San Diego. That was a nice mountain drive. The KDSS really worked. This thing held its own on it's a big truck. It's a 5,500 pound SUV. It held its own. So yeah, it's an awesome truck. Here I can tow up to 6,500 pounds. With the new GX, I can tow up to 8,000 pounds. So that's amazing. for me, this is like a done deal. The next, once I'm replacing this GX, it's going to be the GX 550. Unless, again, another new SUV that piques mine and my wife's interest comes up. The GX 550 is on our shopping list. Definitely not the Toyota Sequoia TRD Pro anymore. It's a nice truck, man. It's a really nice truck. Lots of power, but it looks awesome too. But I don't know, that part-time four-wheel drive, and I love KDSS. I've got used to it. So like these things, man, like I don't want to sit there and fiddle with two high, four high, all that kind of stuff. I just want to get in, put it on four high, always go, and only put four low when I have to. So yeah, thanks for watching, everyone. I just wanted to share my thoughts on the new GX 550 and update everyone on my current GX and my build and what I'm gonna do with it. And yeah, thanks for watching and have a blessed day.